April, a time when you were laying down on your side and Odin gave you up the A sideways. Why did they print that? I don't know. I don't understand why they put the post they put the month like that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I know what I'm going to be talking about today, and that is the new comics I got today on April 10th, 2026, and this is the Cary Coatney comic book notes diary number 26. I'm keeping count. I was going to write it on a big flashcard, but so I didn't get very many books. I mean, for the past 2 weeks, I've been cutting down my orders a lot, but I'm still keeping up the Joneses, so to speak. So first, right at the back, I got Emperor Aquaman. This is the second one with that has this certain masthead on it. It's Aquaman, but now it's changed to Emperor Aquaman, and this is issue number 15. No, 16. So that's the DC pile. Nova Centurion. Like I said, I think before last video, I read the first 5 issues of this. Really liked it a lot. So I'm going to keep reading it until, I guess, issue 10. Issue 10 is the cutoff date of these things now. There goes my Marvel pile. Doctor Strange. Technically, Doctor Strange of Asgard, Volume 2. This is the 5th issue. I read the first 4 of these last Monday. They were pretty good. It's a Derek Landy is writing this, and he's cobbling together a nice mystery taking place in the over the Rainbow Bridge. So that goes in the Marvel pile. I got the X-Men number 28. I got a bunch of these in the queue to read, so I got this at the appropriate time. Action Comics, Superboy meets Future Heroes, Martian Manhunter, Barry Marvel, and Booster Gold. Walking Dead 134. Walking Dead Deluxe, rather. 135 comes out next week. If I go back, I'll pick it up. So it goes in the pin pile. Absolute Superman number 18 is Absolute Hawkman in this one. I don't know. Oh, looks like this is a this new story starts here. So looks like Absolute Superman runs afoul of Shazam here. So see where that goes. I picked this up. World's Finest, the 50th issue. It's a celebration issue. I'm not going to pick up any more after this. If Dan Mora comes back to the title, I'll probably be reading it again. But for now, Dan Mora is in this issue and celebrating the 50th anniversary. And I kind of have regrets for giving up on this title. But for budgetary reasons, I cut down. But this seems like a good one to pass up. And therefore, Batman number 8. Okay, I heard that I think the final issue, the Hush storyline's coming out maybe in this month or May sometime. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Cool Universe. I read a bunch of these last week. I love them. There's a really good one, a good story I read the other day. It was about something to do with social media. It was a really good, really well done story. It was about guys who bully people online. It was, and the guy who bullies people end up being bullied himself. So I thought that was pretty good. Eternals is a one-shot thing, and a bunch of people involved in this. It's a double. It's a 50th anniversary special. I'm seeing Ralph Macchio is involved in this. Jeff Parker, maybe. Some names here and there. Eaglesham. I know who's working somewhere too, but anyway, it's a one shot. Keep this up. Pass up that. Supergirl number 12. I trailer looks great, and I don't know what the problem people have with mocking Millie Alcock. I think she's not an ugly girl. I mean, she's a pretty girl. I mean, if you watched her on that Games of Thrones show, Hour of the Dragon, didn't she get killed off in that show? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to her Supergirl debut. So this is a cyborg girl. I guess she turns into cyborg or something. This is somehow they got more copies of this in the store. They passed me up the original first time, but they got me a copy of this facsimile Marvel team up. When Robert Kirkman was writing the title, he teamed up with his own creation, Invincible. So, and there was choice of two covers. I went through it. I didn't, this is an Eric Larson cover, and I got, Eric Larson was the guy who drew, who penciled that Sinister Six way back in 1992 or something like that. The six-parter that I sort of plotted for Marvel, and didn't give me any credit for it. Not plotted, but I gave him the basic story, ideal structure of because at the time Marvel was doing Amazing Spider-Man bi-monthly for the summer issues. I thought it'd be really cool, and I presented the ideal to Mark Grunwald and Peter Sanderson, that Spider-Man should go bi-monthly in summer to have the return of the Sinister Six, and so on and so on. They laughed at me. So a year comes around, I'm working at a Circle K, and I'm going through just working the graveyard shift at a Circle K, and I'm going through the previews catalogs, reading stuff this past time way, and there's the return of the Sinister Six. Wait a minute, I came up with that idea. Why didn't? Never mind. Where does it go? Image. I'll put that up there. Comics the Magazine, the second issue of $2.99 thing, features a cover story on Battle Beast. I read the first issue's interview with the Absolute Batman team, and I thought it was very interesting. A well-structured interview. Got a lot out of it reading it, and this bag's not bad for the price. $2.99. It's sort of like reminds me of when Marvel used to do Marvel Age back in the 80s. Fan-based magazine covering what they're doing in Marvel and all that. It's got that same feel to it, but it's people are capitalizing it because it's probably the closest thing you got to Wizard magazine nowadays. So, yeah, I mean, if I see it, I'm not gonna order it per se, but I have to see in the store because the store had just boxes and boxes of this stuff. I mean, they could practically give them away. So put that in there. Picked this up at the Golden Apple. An ash can. It was free. I went in Golden Apple this morning, other than visiting my regular store, because that mother effer, man, they screwed me on a Conan issue, number 29, and I didn't notice it until I was putting the books together that I got 26, 27, 28. Hey, where's 29? And then 30. Oh, wow, man. Then you got scouring up through all the stores, and most of the stores are going to tell you. It's the same thing with the Defenders of the Earth thing I came across. They said we only order that It's only subscription only title. All right. So Uncanny X-Men 26. Like I said, I got a bunch of those in the queue waiting to be read. Dick Tracy's back. He wasn't gone very long. I think he took a 2-month break, and they decided to come back with a new arc. And I'm happy they finally changed the back of these. They had some mobster dude in the back of these, all these issues for the past 15 issues. I go, when are they going to change the back of this thing? Flash Gordon, Zero, new team of Dan Abnett and Manuel Garcia. They're not restarting the book, but they're just putting in a zero-ish, and they got a different back here at Flash Gordon now too. That's coming back, I think, with issue 15 also, and it's gonna be a new storyline. Same thing with the Phantom. It ran for 5 issues, and then they're gonna break for a couple months, and then we started with a new arc with a whole new number 1. Space Ghost number 10. Read the last 4 issues last Sunday night. Really enjoyed this title. So there goes that. Yes, Amazing Spider-Man number 26. Death Spiral. This is part 7 of 9. Okay, so Uncanny X-Men Annual number 1. This puzzles me. So both these titles are $4.99. Since when are annuals the same price as a regular comic book? I wonder if it's double the pages in this, even though they didn't jack the price up another $1. The same thing with the X-Men annual. I noticed that too. It's a $4.99 book. So I don't know. Annuals should be like double. I mean, an extra $1 or $2, but for some reason, same regular price. Iron Man 4. I think I read the first issue of this. It wasn't bad. Mortal Thor. Reason why I got the previous 3 queued up to go for me to read tomorrow night. So I really like this title. It's harkens back to the who wrote the. I know Ron Friends drew it, but who was the writer on that book? Someone used to be my Facebook friend, but isn't anymore. Damn it, Tom DeFalco. Yeah. So harkens back to that run there. I really enjoy it. Twilight Zone. This is supposed to be the final issue for now. I thought the 5th one was supposed to be the last one, but lo and behold, when I was sending my solicitation, my polls for the week, I happened to notice not many people are, they're not giving us a great review of this book. And I happened to like the second one that Tom Scully did. And there was another one I liked. There was a time travel one that I liked. But they tried to focus on single artists and writer creators to do these things. Here's this. Defenders of the Earth, Dark Destiny, the final issue of this one, and I'm still missing number 1. I don't know what I'm going to do when this pops up in my queue. What am I going to do? Am I going to have to order it online? I'll have to wait and see. Alright, got this Mad about DC. This looks like a fun book. I like when I like mad parodies of their DC heroes and Marvel heroes they do. So I can see Absolute Batman's involved in it. I think there's I heard that there's a big story that a parody about Scott Snyder on here, and I'm really anxious to read it. So that's in my DC pile. I can't turn. I couldn't. This Tom Scioli's new installment in the Godzilla Monster Piece theaters, and I guess this is another 3-parter, and this is Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla. So I don't know if this is a love triangle or what's going on here, but I'm not missing out. But and you have the second feature. You've got Robin Hood versus Godzilla, and that looks equally exciting to be reading. So I am excited to read that one. So that goes with the Independence. And last but not least, here's the highlight of the video. I'm going to be doing this for the first time. I'm going to open a blind bag in front of you. This is I was in Golden Apple, and I noticed they have a still small little stack of these left, but they're selling for $10 a piece rather than the cover price. This is the $5.99 book. This Daredevil True Believers blind bag contains one copy of Daredevil 1 with one of the following covers by Lee Garrett, Rose Bish version, Gabriel Deodato, Daniel Warden Johnson is a virgin, Alex Maleev, Dan Panosian, I got him as a Facebook friend, Joe Quesada, Ryan Stegman, Peach Momoko, and Blue Line, which is a blank variant, Bicentennial Calendar, Hidden Gem, Marvel Rivals, Marvel Studios, 250th homage, and other ultra rare mystery covers. So how I open these things? Do I cut them? Did you get a pair of scissors and cut this? Inquiring minds want to know. Alright, I'm going to get a pair of scissors. I mean, I'm going to read the book anyway, so I'm going to clip the cover here. It's kind of a different type of bag. It's just like a total foil thing. Not like the red band ones. This is like my first ever foray into a blind bag book, and I did not clip it enough. We're going to cut that here. And an opening. So what did I get? What did I get here? I have this one. Now, is this the regular cover? Justice is Blind. The new Daredevil era from Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbutt begins here. And that's what I have. Back, I've got an ad for the Cold Day in Hell. You gotta read this one. This is a really good one. Get that in trade paperback. So that's that with that, huh? So I don't know who this is. Oh, it's oh, look at this. Oh, this is just the outer thing. Okay, and then the inner is this. It's a regular cover. Oh well. I didn't even realize that was a thing here. So I guess I'll put that away later. Okay, so that's. I'll put these down to one box. Marvel and DC. So, I got the DC catalog, and I'm gonna go over some of the things in here. You know, it's the to honor the Supergirl movie coming out in June. This is dated June 2026. They're gonna do a Supergirl special like they did, Supergirl special like they did with Summer Superman last year. So here. And let's see, Sophie Campbell, who's writing the regular series, is writing the main story in here. Mark Waid, Gail Simone. So there's 3 stories in here. And last year, Summer Superman was written by Dan Slott. He wrote the main story. And so Supergirl's getting a new costume in the 14th issue. I don't know. Action Comics 10.99, 1 issue to go to 1100. That'll be cool. Superman 39 continues the Superboy Prime issue. Superman Unlimited. What else we got? Oh, here's something. A Supergirl Elseworld story. I guess they gotta capitalize. They gotta do a PG rated version of Woman of Tomorrow. So they gotta do some kind of a Supergirl in space story to keep in theme with the movie. Now here's something I'm looking forward to. New Deadman series written by W. Maxwell Prince, who is the creator of Ice Cream Man, a very popular title at Image, and he did a Superman series preview. I didn't buy it. I didn't bother with it, but I will be getting this because I like Deadman, and it should be well. We got a couple of different designs for him. They updated his costume a bit. You can see over here. It's got like a little I guess to make it look more like modern day, I guess. He's a, the one of the series that's those pitched at CW during the whole Arrowverse thing was a Deadman series, and for some reason the network passed on it. I guess because it would be more like an anthology series, because Deadman have to be something different every week, because he possesses bodies and stuff. So all the next levels are up to number 4 now. The only one I'm buying is the Batgirl. I have the first issue in my box, but the second one's coming out on next Wednesday. Santana 3 here. Now here we go. Absolute Two-Face coming up in Absolute Batman 21. I sort of admitting a Elric of Melibon vibe in it. I love Elric, and the reason why I thought about him because there's something listed in here in the comic shop news that Titan's doing a new series of him called Elric Sleeping Saucer or something like that. And I love reading Elric. That was like one of the last things I did before leaving New Jersey was reading all those Michael Moorcock books based on Elric. I tried to read the Jeffrey Cornelius ones and then didn't really get into them. But I do love the Elric ones. So that reminds me of. So Absolute Catwoman starts. First issue comes out of that. I got to decide if I'm gonna get into that one or not. Scott Snyder is co-writing it with Chi Grayson. Absolute Green Arrow. Well, the first one will be coming out in next month, but I haven't decided whether I'm going to jump in on that one. And Absolute Wonder Woman 21, Absolute Superman 20. Okay, so that cover that I showed you of Absolute Superman 18 is the start of the King Shazam storyline. So as it escalates, when it gets to 20, Absolute Green Lantern 15, Flash Two titles I'm not into, and I guess Martian Manhunter is finito. All in Batman number 20. One Dark Knight can't keep the Batman down. So what's going to happen? Where are we in here? The GCPD's Operation Paragene, or is it Paragene, struck a deep blow in the heart of the Bat family. But while Savage and his was it TUCO? It stands for something. I don't know. They celebrate their victory. Batman is about to set the second record straight. He knows how to take a punch. He knows how to get back up. And he's about to show Vandal Savage, the Minotaur, and anyone else who threatens Gotham City exactly what they're messing with. All right. So, okay, that explains who that is in the cover. It's Vandal Savage and Poison Ivy. Okay. I get it. Poison Ivy 45, Nightwing 39, Catwoman 88, Harley Quinn, well, it's all in Detective, 1110, and I got, it's the continuation of the Green Arrow and Black Canary guest starring book. Jeez. I just fucking remembered something, man. I didn't get that question Batman in Green Arrow book. Did it ship? Number 4, the last one? Damn. I gotta call the store. I was expecting that one. So, Wonder Woman 34. Looks like I picked it up last week. I'll have to look. Tom King still writing it. Justice League Unlimited 20. New Titans. I'm just gonna read. I don't know. I picked up. I told him to put the next one in my pull box. I guess, when I get around to reading it, maybe I'll just read the first 3 or 4 of them. I don't know. We'll see how this new team works together. Flash 34. Ember Aquaman number 18. And that'll be guest starring Green. Oh, that'll be awesome because Jeremy Adams is writing it. And he's teaming Aquaman up with Green Lantern. Well, and Jerry Adams also writes Green Lantern. And voila, right there, number 36. So that'll be fun. I guess they're going all out on the DC Pride thing by doing a miniseries, a weekly miniseries. I thought, is June Pride Month? Usually you put those giant specials out there. What do you got here? World's Finest, Bizarro, You're None, written by Kevin Smith. And I'm going to pass on that. Maybe I'll wait for it to come down in the paperback. The Vertigo books. No announcement of 100 Bullets. To return to 100 Bullets. I kind of eager to read that one. Oh. What's this? Superman Father of Tomorrow. It's all about Jor-El. But the first one should be coming out pretty soon. No matter, maybe a week or next week. Week following. I know next week is Absolute Batman number 19. But this is I'm anxious to read this one. It's the Rick Veitch controversial storyline that DC pulled the rug from under him because it was like it was written during the time when the movie came, Last Temptation of Christ, Scorsese's movie, and I remember seeing that movie down in La Jolla. My friend went down there and we ran afoul of protesters down there, and angry words were exchanged. I was a big Scorsese fan. I'm not going to miss this movie. So, anyway, at the same time, DC was touting Rick Veitch's last storyline for Swamp Thing before. Who was it that took over from him? Was it Nancy Collins? Who took over from him? But anyway, all the issues, I think there's maybe 4 or 5 issues of Swamp Thing that he wrote that never got saw the light of day because they all got canceled. And supposedly Swamp Thing meets Jesus Christ goes back in time, meets Jesus Christ in one issue. And DC didn't want anything to do with it because of the controversy that was raging because of the Scorsese film. So they are finally seeing the light of day after almost 40 years, pretty much. So, but I am anxious to read it. I have to go see in my room there, see if I have any back issues of Rick Veitch's Swamp Thing to run to read or to go through. So what's all this stuff? This is Facsimile. First appearance of 60s Batgirl. Coming out in trade paperback is the DCKO. It's like 3 different ones. You get the regular 5-issue miniseries collected. Then you get the ones, the battle issues, which I read a handful of. Was the ones I read were Superman versus Captain Atom, Aquaman 12. That was the fight between Aquaman and Hawkman. Wonder Woman versus Lobo. I read that one also. Titans I did not read. Harley Quinn versus Santana I did not read. The Flash. Superman 1 I read. That was versus Lex Luthor. And I did not read the DCKO Red Hood versus Joker. I skipped out on those issues. And you got the all related titles like Superman and Justice League Unlimited. The Battle Royal ones, which collects all the prologues and stuff, and maybe Night Fight number 1 through 4 was collected. That was pretty good, man. I really liked that. That was a good one. It was Batman he got beat in the KO fight, and he got thrown into some alternative universe where he's got to stop Damian Wayne or something like that. I don't know what the gist of it was, but it's something that Bruce Wayne discovered. He was a grandfather and stuff, and it was interesting. A couple of YA ones, and Bruce Wayne Not Super, Let's Go, Martian Manhunter, Aquaman, Static, all this rest of the compact ones. Injustice will be collected in trade paperback. The only thing I'm familiar with on this is the animated movie they did of it, and there's Batman Metal, which they haven't done an anime movie on. And you got these other what do you call these? What are these ones here? Essentials or something? DC Finest line. The $35 trade paperbacks that collect a whole mess of books that whatever is in that continuity will be adjusted in the mix there. Firestorm. I skipped out on that one. The next level one issue. I thought having like the first issue of Firestorm would be a book to be highlighted in my collection. It's not. They're all relatively cheap to get. Let's see. Anything else? I'm seeing Batman by Tom King, omnibuses, Gotham City. Oh, that looks interesting. Look at that. Omnibus of the first 40 issues that Jack Kirby did of Commandy. That looks impressive. Of course, I have most of them now. I mean, there's still a handful of ones I don't have, but I know I got pretty much all of Jack Kirby's Commandy issues, and that's about it. Oh, so gotta do my Saturday cartoons. Looking forward to seeing the new Star Wars Maul, where the Maul Shadow Lord. That's in my queue, and an episode of Invincible. And I'm watching the final episode of the Darwin Incident. It's based on a Magna series. And Beastars I'm watching again. What else interesting? Oh yeah, Rooster Fighter. Yeah. How weird that it's an Adult Swim TV show. It's aired on Adult Swim, but yet Disney has the rights to stream it. So that's strange. Disney Plus. Let's see. What about that freaking Rob Liefeld controversy, man? About him blasting Brian Michael Bendis about how Ultimate Spider-Man is not original. It's a whole riff on Lee and Ditko books. Of course they are. I mean, geez. And he's... I don't know what's up with that guy. I've never talked to him in person. I've seen him a lot, but I never go up to talk to the guy. I don't know what's up with him. Doesn't seem like he doesn't appeal to me. His artwork doesn't appeal to me. A lot of his stuff doesn't appeal to me. Captain America was I don't know, back in then when they took over Marvel and they brought back he did Captain America while Jim Lee did Fantastic Four, and didn't Rob Liefeld also do the Avengers also for them? And who's the other? Iron Man. Yeah, I think Jim Lee did Iron Man and Fantastic Four, while Rob Liefeld tackled the Avengers and Captain America. And there's something just it just goes to show why someone of his caliber has got to go and riff on other people of his ilk, of his him saying that Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley ripped off Lee and Ditko, while he came up with Deadpool, which was a ripoff of Deathstroke the Terminator, and what's that Youngblood was a ripoff of X-Men, or Supreme was a ripoff of Superman. He never came up with anything original himself. I mean, I made a joke to somebody on Facebook, and actually, it was a riff on. I made it on Bleeding Cool. I happened to say that, if Rob Liefeld were to sit down one day and write his own autobiography, he ought to simply title it "Lightbox Hero." named after his favorite Foreigner song. So I got a couple laughs out of that. It is. I'm sure Rob is a very nice guy. I never had the opportunity to meet him. I've seen him at conventions. In fact, I was in a hotel party with him, and I didn't even go over and speak to him. You know, offensive in the world. I've seen a couple of hotel parties at Comic Con. You know, it's never bothered. I don't know what to say to the guy. Simply don't. You know, the only thing I appreciated Rob's work was probably his Hawk and Dove that he did for the New 52, and he wrote some issues of Hawkman. And he wrote them. He didn't draw them. He wrote them. And I thought they were okay. So, anyway, it is what it is. So, I'll see you guys next time around. All right. Night.